Ooh, gotta make this bigger. There we go. Hello guys, this is Chai Guy here, back with another KF2 podcast episode. Today I'm here with Combat Frogger. He's a team member of Team Cannabis. You wanna introduce yourself?
Yo, I'm Comabt, as Shai said. I'm usually chilling around the US servers on Hell on Earth, and I've been playing for quite a while. So yeah.
Yeah. Um, when I made that list, a lot of people, not a lot, but like some people were like kind of upset because they were putting people that like they never heard of, and you were one of the people. I think you were like top five on my. I think it was Commandos. And it was like, have you seen this guy play? He's pretty good. And now, like, you're on this team, and now he's like, everybody says, oh, he's good. And it's like, well, yeah, well, I told you. And then act like they didn't remember that. But how did you like? Did you get KF2 when it was free?
Um, I actually played the beta when it first came out on PS4, and then I bought it around Christmas, I want to say 2016. But yeah, I didn't get it for free.
Yeah, I paid $20 for it too. Um, Sadly, but it was worth the buy. By the way, I would have paid for it if it was $50. But so uh, so when Team Cannabis like picked you up, was it just like one person, or was it like a whole like multiple people like hitting you up, or how did all that go about?
Well, I think I just queued into a couple matches with like Sudam, Ace and Kratos and Slap, and they kind of just saw that I was good, so they picked me up as a sub. They decided, I guess, as a team.
And this didn't like throw you off guard at all, or like were you surprised? Like how were you feeling when they like said this to you?
Well, I was more surprised that there is a little tournament scene going on. I didn't really know about that.
Yeah, I kind of want to make this an ongoing thing. There was one last year. I'm doing one this year, and then I might have a lot more help next year, but there definitely will be one next year. Uh, just saying. Um, so what were you like out of all those players on Team Cannabis, like do you think you stand out more to them than you would, because like a lot of players said you were good, and I know Kratos is good, so like I just really want to know like how good do you think you are?
Um, I think it's more of the specific perks I play. Of course, I can play all the perks to a very good degree, but I kind of specialize in gunslinger, sharpshooter, commando, those precision perks. And it seems to me that not a lot of people want to specialize in them. They just want to play Firebug and Demo all day.
Mhm.
So I think that's kind of what makes me stand out.
Oh, yeah. I try to use more of the gun perks too when I'm mostly playing solo. Uh, I always find it like risky whenever I'm using gun perks, and it's like the boss and the patriarch and Hans throw me off a little bit, but uh, you know, I mostly die. Uh, but um, who do you think? Who do you got your money on? Winning this thing, because I know Demon Killers need some time to prep. They didn't tell me how much time, but it's all just about just like playing the waiting game for them. But I honestly think it's going to be Team Wolf against you guys, because I think Team Wolf might be a little bit more prepared than Demon Killers. So if that does uh, go, if that does reach the point where you have to face them, like, you think it's gonna be close, or?
I mean, I think it's gonna be close, but since there's maps like Catacombs, especially Catacombs and Inferno Realms that kind of favor like a sharp.
Oh, that was the other thing. We're not uh doing those. I'm basically doing the same thing as last year, where like uh I did the first round maps are gonna be the grand final maps. And for next year's, I'm going to switch the first round maps to the grand finals. So Biolabs, Descent, and Power Core and all them are going to be grand finals maps. And I'm going to choose the round one maps, since those ones are going to be like easier.
Okay.
So
So
I not to like catch you off guard or anything, but I'm just really doing it how I did it last year.
so what are the maps for the finals then?
Biolapse, Power Chord, Descent, and what was the other one? The first one. Biolapse, Power Chord, Descent, and the other changing one. Not Elysium, but jeez.
Nightmare?
Yes, thank you.
Hmm.
Yeah.
I mean, that kind of puts me specifically in a tough spot because if I'm gonna be playing on the main team, I'm definitely gonna have to play not sharpshooter because those maps don't favor sharpshooter at all. I'll
Hmm.
probably be playing bug, firebug, or demo, but Kratos playing demo, so definitely bug.
Yeah, it could. I mean, me, Omer Senpai, and Forsey did a challenge on that map. It's a four-wave Hell on Earth sharpshooter. Took me a couple tries, but we got it done.
Yeah, I mean, I could definitely sharp on that map. It'll just be super risky and definitely not the most safe way to play.
Would you say you are a better sharp than you are a commando?
Hmm.
Because ever since like people have been saying my list has been so inaccurate, but I just want to hear it from you.
I I definitely say I play more sharp than commando, so but I feel
Uh,
like they're both roughly the same amount of where I'm skilled at the same.
okay. Because just at the time, I thought you were playing more commando, and I thought you were doing as good a job as like Kopo and all the other commando mains that play this game. Uh, I know Death Dragon. He doesn't. He's not on as much, but he was a really good commando that was really not afraid to like go commando on Hans, and he extended. He extended right when he had his yellow shield phase on, and we got him straight to his red, just because like the extent it was like a full 6 or 8 seconds, and we were just like applying so much damage to him in that much time. It was crazy, but uh, I was getting a little bit off topic here. Uh, so, uh, so about this new map, um, what are your thoughts on that?
Farm, which, to be honest, I haven't seen much on it. I am kind of waiting to play it on my own, but I have seen that some, what's it called, tier 5 weapons and tier 5 and below are able to spawn,
Mm-hmm.
which kind of make throw an interesting wrench in the economy, especially for 10 waves if you get a lucky spawn.
I'm definitely excited for that Doomstick for the Firebug.
All the fire shotgun, yeah, seems very interesting.
Yeah.
Not
Uh,
sure how good it's gonna be though.
yeah. And that's all the fun is just waiting to try it out. Uh, so um, here's another question. So if there will be another tournament. Are you going to be sticking with the same team, or are you gonna try to make your own team, or how's that gonna pan out for you?
Hmm. I don't know if I'll be sticking with the same team, but I'll definitely join a team. Just depends with who, because I don't really feel like making my own team to be honest.
Oh, okay.
But I'll definitely join someone else's team.
Let's say if you were to make a team, like if all else failed and you could pick any 5 players you want, who would they
Hmm.
be? Hello?
Yeah, so
Oh,
I'm
okay.
thinking
Sorry.
bit of options.
I know it's a tough question.
I'm first thinking of a medic. There's a lot of very good medics.
You got Crazy Cat, you got Anavald, you got Vithar. Trying to think of all the medic mains. You got Moondina was a really good one on Death Squad. Uh, Ron 4A was a good one for Team F. Um, I think the medic for your team is Slap, right? Or was I? Am I wrong?
I think it's Loser Ninja.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
He kind of has this trust issue where, like on boss, he feels the need to go double medic. That to me kind of seems like he has a lack of trust for his team, and if that's the case, then I mean, I don't mind people going double medic, but I would rather much have more power than heals.
Yeah.
But that to
I
me
mean,
just tells me that he does kind of have trust issues, and he does like feel the need to he wants people to be more dependent on him is what I'm trying to get at.
yeah, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, Ninja's fine. He's a very good medic. I'd
Oh
rock him.
yeah, I agree. I'm not saying he's not, but yeah.
And then Commando. There's also a lot of good commandos. The Sudam's very good on Commando. He extends almost every single time.
Oh yeah, I've played with Suda many times. He's really good. Uh, I don't think he's better than Kopo though. I think uh, I'm gonna stay true with my list and still keep Kopo as number one. But yeah, he is good. He is really good.
I mean, I probably would just pick Sudam because I'm not very familiar with Kopo.
Oh, he's like more of a foreign player. I think somewhere in like Latin America he plays. He gets
Yeah,
six
so that's
extensions almost every time too, even on first waves. with first waves is kind of easy. So
Yeah, that's probably why I don't really play too much out of the US servers.
okay. Um, so I have another question. Um, I am like making like an MVP trophy for the winners for the MVP trophy is going to be the person who averages gets the most medals, and has to average at least 300 kills and up, and would have to there's one more qualification though, but I forget. Uh, it would have to be. It only has to be like from the grand finals, so like the first map to the fourth map of the grand finals is what I determined to be the MVP. So I had my eye on a few players, but if you like had to scout out like the MVP, who would you think would win it on your team?
I mean, probably just Kratos to be honest, just because he's playing demo.
Yeah.
It's a pretty simple choice.
Yeah, easy
I mean, it's just
decision.
whoever's playing demo. Whoever's playing demo gets it,
Oh
unless they're
well.
playing terrible.
Well, worst COD guy had 1,000 kill game when he was playing a Volter Manor with you guys.
Oh yeah, Firebug does that. It's very nasty.
Yeah. I would think it would be either between him and Kratos, but they're both very good players. It kind of seems like your team were the ones that like scouted out all of the top tier players, because I know Worst COD guy said he wanted to join the tournament but just didn't have the time. That's when Team Cannabis picked him up. Kratos wanted to join. I guess they scouted him too, and they saw his resume from Team A last year. So a lot of teams have been recycling players. I mean, Death Squad had Voodoo, Moondina, Jade Envy, really good players. And there were a couple of newer teams too that really didn't do all that well, but like they still came on and tried their best. And it's all about having fun. But I appreciate them like trying their best. Uh, I really thought Death Squad was gonna make it. Like, it was kind of like a scary run for them because they had to get a perfect on that power core. And I only saw one team that pulled it off, and that was Team A. Whenever they were facing up against Andresco's team last year, and they won by 1 point. Like how you guys won by 1 point in the semis, I thought that was pretty crazy. The only team to defeat a PC team that I thought that was kind of impossible there, but you guys proved me wrong. Yeah, I thought that was like a pretty good performance on your guys' part. Uh, so, um, here's another question. Like, uh, would you feel more comfortable like that? Like, you don't mind being a bench player? Is that what they originally asked you to do? Was just be like a sub or like a bench player?
Yeah, they originally brought me on to be a sub player, but um, originally, if we were going to play like Catacombs and Inferno Realm, they were gonna bring me on the main team to play sharp on those maps. But since we're playing like Power Core and stuff like that, I'm not sure what's gonna happen.
Okay. Because when I saw that they picked you up, I thought they were gonna like make new subs on the team, but my impression of that was like Woe was kind of like the leader of that team, was what Slap said, and I kind of thought all you guys agreed on that, and it was just like, oh, okay. Not that that's like weird or anything. I think one team should have a leader, but um, I know I've been asking all the people this, like a couple of players that have been on my podcast this, and I wanted to ask you, like, uh, if there was if like someone or like Tripwire or anybody were to make like a top 100 or top 50 um players, do you think you'd be on that list?
Mm, not to stroke my ego here, but I think I definitely would be up there.
Oh, okay. I think you'd be on there too. I was thinking like maybe top 20 or top 15, but like uh there are so many players that like play this game even though it is a small community, but I was thinking about doing another tier list when this tournament was over, just to place everybody in like each tier again, but you know, uh I would have to turn off my comments because my opinion can be easily swayed whenever someone disagrees, so I definitely have to turn off my comments whenever I'm doing that. Um, so I know you are a dominant sharpshooter main. Like, is your favorite gun the M14 ERB?
I I usually don't use the EBR. I'm I usually go railgun, but I have been messing around with the M99 a little bit.
Yeah, the M99's like pretty powerful. I haven't been messing with that newer gun, that like hemoglobin headshot gun, whatever.
I'm pretty sure Slap, he's the one who uses that gun all the time.
How? That gun is so hard to use.
Rack 'em up, it like 3 shots breaks. It's very interesting.
Oh
I'm
yeah.
not too big a fan of it, but I can see its purpose.
Okay. Um. So, just talking about sharpshooters now. Um. Do you think you're like up there with 4C?
You
Because I
mean,
had 4C at number one for sharps.
I'm
If
sorry,
you,
can you say their whole name?
what's that?
Do you know the whole name?
What do you mean? Yeah,
Like,
4C.
oh, I'm not really too familiar with them, I can't say.
Oh, okay. Yeah, he's a younger guy. I think he just graduated high school. He is a sharpshooter main. He doesn't really talk all that much, but I don't know. I think I have some clips with me and him playing together. Uh, Same with Death Dragon is a pretty good sharp. Uh, One More Round, Runaway Puppy are good sharps.
Yeah, I know those guys.
Do you think you're up there with them?
I mean, yeah, I mean, is Forsey like a outside a US player?
Yay, Canadian.
Yeah, that makes sense because I haven't really seen them around, but I really don't see any sharps on the US servers to be honest, and I'm gonna I'm gonna stroke my ego here a little bit, but I think I'm one of at least one of the best sharps on the US servers.
Okay. Yeah. Um. Yeah. If I had to yeah, I think you're just right up there with One More Round, Runaway Puppy, and Omer Senpai, and Forcey and all them. I'd probably put you guys top five. Oh, it says your mic is disconnected or muted.
Yeah, no problem.
Oh, okay. Uh, mm, so um, so going back to Team Cannabis, who do you think has more had a impact as a leader role? Like, who do you think was like guiding the team and just like making more of the call outs and just like being that one player to like take control?
I definitely say it's Kratos. Kratos is usually the one calling out big Zeds.
Okay. Uh, yeah, which is pretty like understandable because like he hopped he he hopped in Team A in last year right around the time when do you know Master Strange Low?
Master Strange Low? I can't say that I
Yeah.
do.
Well, there are sad enough to say there are players that do have really high egos and like whenever I was just blatantly telling him the truth, like when Rapkurist and him were like averaging like 500 plus kills, and I was like, hey, you guys, you had players that were like really like doing most of the work, and he tried arguing with me and just saying like he actually thought he was the best player on that team. And I was just like, dude, there were even some games where you were just like a basic dreadnought zerker blocking and holding the line down. That doesn't prove to me anything. Anybody could just be a dreadnought zerker and just block for people. I'm not trying to demote anybody, but like if you really want to like prove yourself, you're gonna have to do more than that to really like catch my attention. But yeah, that was just me like getting off topic there. But yeah, Kratos is definitely a really good, solid role player. Uh, yeah. Um, do you think? So, okay. Here's another question. I keep like having these brain farts, and sorry if I'm like pausing in between, but you know, it's whatever. Uh, can you take us back to when you were like playing on the semifinals in Biotics Lab? Like, did your team tell you to do anything before? Or did they just say do you or do whatever you want, or did you guys like have some type of game plan?
So I didn't actually, what's it called, play in like Biotic Lab. I only played in Netherhold,
Oh yeah,
but
that's right. Okay.
I pretty much did practice with them every time they practice on those maps. So I got their strats down. I pretty much implanted them in my brain.
Mhm.
And I mean, it's kind of simple. You just hold out in one spot. Nothing really too complex. And they just needed me to play bugs, firebugs, so I kind of just fell asleep and shot the floor.
You know who you sound like a little bit? You sound like Draciro. I don't know if you know who that is. He's another KF2 player.
Yeah, I have seen him around a couple of times.
Oh, okay. I don't know. I'm sorry if that like threw you off or anything, but you kind
No,
of
you're
sound like
fine.
him. Uh, jeez. Uh, I swear I need to make like a questionnaire list whenever I make these because like I do this all in my head and I kind of forget what questions I am going to ask people. But so like when you guys do you think you're going to be prepared for the grand finals? Because like last year I had like 5 maps instead of 4 and I added Elysium, but I think for this year I think I might be adding those 4 along with Barn Witch.
I mean, we have not practiced like almost at all, but
Ever
and we haven't
since
scheduled the game either, so we're not really on a deadline right now.
ever since
But
like after Team Wolf played or what?
after our semifinals game,
Oh, okay.
we've
Yeah,
just kind of been playing casually.
okay. Yeah, that's understandable. Yeah. I'm yeah, I'm just right there with you guys. I'm just playing the waiting game with the demon killers. Not necessarily playing the waiting game because I think it's my job to like keep just to like try to like reach out to them every time because uh I honestly think that like I think that they're trying to get as much time as they can just to try to like postpone this whole thing, but Starberry did say he needed a few extra players, and I said I would help him out with that. But you know, I told Boom Nation if worse comes to worse, you guys might be facing off against Team Wolf. If Starberry like cannot like get that get his team up to par and start practicing and stuff. Cause like I've never had this happen where like I had a huge halt in like a tournament before. Because I think that for last year when we did this, it was like within 1 or 2 weeks whenever someone played, and then whenever like a team was ready, they said, "Hey, we're doing this Saturday, 4 o'clock," and I said, "Okay." But yeah, but I don't mind waiting. I mean, just like I, uh, I mean, I work too. I think almost everybody has work schedules here, but uh, so how did you hear about this game? Like doing the start because I know you did say like you were familiar with Killing Floor 1, right? Or did I hear you wrong?
I actually wasn't. I kind of just found the beta on the PlayStation Store. I'm not gonna lie,
Oh, you found the beta. Okay. So
and
like
then I just bought it for Christmas, like
were there
all the
like
way 2016.
there were only like 4 maps during that time, right? They didn't even have
During
all
the
the
beta,
perks. Yeah.
Sh- shit, I think there was only like three.
Yeah, there were only like 4 or 3 maps when it first dropped, and they didn't have every single perk. I don't think they had a demo or a bug. I don't even think they had a medic. I think they just had a Zerk and like a commando and a SWAT and something else. But yeah, it's just to show you guys how old this game is. But yeah, and look at it now. There's like 10 perks over 20 freaking maps. They come out with an update every 4 months. Uh, which segues into my next question. Do you think there's going to be a Killing Floor 3?
Well, yeah, I think there's gonna be one. The real question is when.
Yeah, one. Definitely. a lot of people, when I asked this question to my other guests, they just said something about the engine on this platform, or like it needs to come out to the PS5 only. Like, what do you think should like the qualification for that game? Do you think you should be going only on PS5 and PC?
I mean, if it were to come out like today, I would say it needs to be on the PS4. But if it's coming out in like 2 years, yeah, I'd say you can definitely put it on PS5 only.
I'd probably have to get a PS5 then, or unless I have it in the store and I could download it. But I'd probably just be gaming on PC then, cause how much does a PS5 one for? Like $800?
Yeah, if you cannot get it through retail, it's a bit overpriced.
Yeah. Honestly, like I'm better off just buying a Lenovo fucking Legion with like all the specs that I have now. Um, but um, I forgot what else I was going to ask you. Uh, how did you come up with the name Combat Frogger? Yeah.
Um, oh, it's a little bit embarrassing, but this is actually not my original name. I kind of changed it when you could first change your name on PlayStation. But my original name was Quick Scoper, to be honest.
Oh, okay.
And I was like to be honest, I was 12 years old at the time, so I kind of just made that name.
Yeah.
And then I got this name Comet Frogger because I kind of played a lot of Overwatch, and specifically Lucio. So
Mm.
the name just kind of came from there.
That was your inspiration? Because I saw you
Yeah.
were playing Overwatch too. I kind of play that game too now since it's free. Uh, yeah. Uh, I had a few name changes too because it was G guy with the whole bunch of numbers like 8675309 I think it was, and then I changed it to this my date of birth. Uh, but like everybody always mispronounces my name, which is like a normal thing to me now. Oh, everybody says Chai guy or Chi guy or Shi guy, but it's actually Kai guy.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah.
I always thought it was Chai Guy.
Everybody does. It's either the assumption that I'm from Chicago or like that like I'm into chai tea lattes, which I don't even drink coffee. But yeah, those are the two major assumptions. Uh, and Jusco said like chai in for his country was like the flower land, or like we're a bunch of like natives go to like ease their mind and just like it's a place of peace. And I was like kind of interested in that, and I was like I never knew that. So uh um so you guys did say you were not like practicing all that time. Like, so do you guys just like play random pub matches and just talk?
Pretty much.
Okay.
We
Uh,
have been messing with precision perk only, abandon all hope.
and how did that go?
I mean, we kind of rolled through it, to be honest. It was a lot easier than I thought it would be.
Oh, okay. No medic or
No, I kind of wanted to do it with no medic, but we did do it with the medic.
Oh, okay. So it was all gun perks.
Yeah. Basically, just no firebug, no demo, no Zerk.
Nice. Yeah, I kind of pulled it off a few there too. Me and Wolfonix's team and one player from Boom Nation did it on Power Core, which was pretty tough for us, but we were just doing all the chaos perks with the medic. Uh, it was fun, even though we had to do it like 3 or 4 times. I pulled off a lot of solo wins on there, but like I was mostly a SWAT or a gunslinger. Uh, if there was a higher difficulty, like let's say the abandoned, like all hope was the like highest new difficulty, uh, and I made a tournament, and that was like, would do you think more people would join, or would it would that be something that would spark your interest?
Um, yeah, I mean, I would definitely enter, but I, I think the same amount of people would join because I mean, the same people who are playing Hell on Earth would just go to Abandon All Hope. There's not really going to be any new players entering the scene.
Yeah. Mhm. Uh, yeah. Um. Yeah, 'cause Abandon All Hope, from what I heard from Zelmo, I think he's more of a professional player. Uh, he said it was like 1.5% like higher difficulty than Hell on Earth. Like the amount of Lord sets that spawn into higher levels is only like just it's not even that noticeable of a difference, he said.
It's not. It's just you get so much more trash spawns, and they're all super fast and pissed.
Yeah. Um I was watching Tam Tam's professional tournament. I keep saying professional, it's CD, controlled difficulty. Um, and I like watching them play like Police Dom, and I don't know if Richard Dangles competed, but like all these other like YouTube KF2 players playing it, like Zolmo and Freed Snipers. I think they're friends with Fat Cat, who is probably the biggest KF2 player on this whole thing. Um, yeah. Uh, I would kind of like make my make a lot of my tournaments similar to that. Like, if this game had like some type of spectator mode, well, I can't just like view one person's POV, and so I could just like have like a they could just make a camera for the spectator, so I can move all around the map to see you guys play. You know?
I mean, they already have it for when you're dead. They just need to implement it so any person can do it.
Yeah. I know they do it for PC, but they just need to put that in console, and it would be a lot
that's
easier.
happening maybe in the next game.
Yeah. Yeah. Um. So, here's another question though. If you're, how do I put this? If you're as really good as you say you are, do you think, are you at that point, like in this game, where like at the peak of your prime, where you could like just be teammates with like Cherokee, Highlander, Stretch, players like that of that caliber? Do you think you could be teammates with them and still win?
I mean, I already kind of queue with them every day. They just happen to be in my games, and I still clean house with them, even though Highlander likes to use her drones on every class for some reason.
Yeah, I was pretty much thinking the same thing because the only reason why I ask is because like somebody like I think it was Forsen that asked me a question about that, or like something about just me like kind of raging and stuff. Like first of all, I only do that because of the streams and just like I like to entertain people. Second of all, do you know how hard it is to get a win with Highlander? Yeah.
I love Highlander, but she does some, she has some interesting decisions.
Yeah, she always like says last second, let's go here, or I don't like this spot. And it's like, dude, we already made this decision as a team. Like, we're not running away just for, like, just because you think something's not a good idea. But, I don't know. It's just, uh, I've been playing with those guys for the longest, and it's been fun times, simple times actually. But like I think I put a post up on the Facebook community thing where all your old friends were like gone for 6 or 7 months, and then eventually it's just you. That's kind of how I felt because I was playing with Rotface, Forcing and all them, and they were like, it's not the same anymore. But I always like watching you guys play, because it kind of reminds me of those old times, but just more in a more competitive like setting, I guess. But yeah, uh, if I definitely am the host of this tournament for next year, I know I heard G Fuel was going to be helping me out with some of this, and I think there's going to be like a bigger prize involved if they were to help me, and because I do have a sponsorship with them. It's not a big one, but they send me free stuff. Uh, so I'm probably gonna have to talk with them about it. But like, if there is something, don't be surprised if it's gonna be called the KF2 G Fuel Tournament or something like that. But uh, yeah, I think yeah, cause like ever since this thing started, I had my money on you guys because most of you guys like on that team were my friends. Like Woe, Kratos, Worst Card Guy, Loser Ninja, Suadum, and all the others. Uh, yeah, and when I saw you guys face that PC team, it was coming down to the wire when you guys were facing Matriarch. I was just going off. I was so excited. Oh man, it's one of the things where it's just like I don't mind playing, but I like watching people play more than I do playing the game. You know?
Yeah, I can definitely understand that.
Uh, but are you on the West Coast or East Coast?
I'm actually on the East Coast.
Oh, okay. Nice. Same here. I'm in Pennsylvania right now, and it's like there's not really too much comp, I should say, on East servers. So I just kind of fill in Central and West, even though my ping gets kind of high. Uh, so if they were to make like if you if you were to make a change, like in this game, like any type of change, what would you change about it? Or like, would you add like a type of gun? Or like, instead of like, if you had the choice to make an update for this game, what would it be? Because I've
I
asked
would
players this too.
definitely, or I would definitely add CD for console.
CD for console, yeah.
Yeah, that would be my number one change,
Oh, okay,
or some form of it at least.
yeah. That would definitely be interesting and a lot harder, and probably have to bump up the competition. Um, I would like to see it too. Well, yeah, I don't think the devs are gonna do that anytime soon. But yeah, it would be a fun thought. Um, but you guys would have to be like definitely ready and prepared to like really go off, cause CD ain't no joke. Uh, yeah, they were doing like Santa's Workshop there. Like I saw a snippet of like Tam Tam's tournament. Um, and they were holding down that top level. Uh, it's it's almost similar to like Wave 60 on on Endless Hell on Earth, where it's just flesh pounds and quarter pounds just charging at you like crazy. But yeah, we're about 51 minutes in, 52 now. We got 8 minutes to spare. Do you want to do the close? This is normally where I like close up and just ask the guests if they had any final words or any final thing to say about anything or anyone or this game. So,
Well, it just if I find it kind of weird. I've been playing this game for so long. I got it like all the way back in middle school. Now I just recently graduated high school.
oh, so
It's just
you're a young gun like 4C2?
yeah.
I thought you were like in your 20s. Yeah.
Uh, no, not yet. Give me a couple years though.
Yeah. I mean,
And
sorry, go ahead. Go ahead.
I also find it quite, I don't know, I guess you could say strange. A majority of the player base on this game is a lot older than it should be.
Yeah, like me and Force and all the others, I think the average is like 25, 26, 27, somewhere around there.
I definitely seem to be in the minority by being like 18, because almost everyone I see is in their like mid late 20s.
Yeah, it's not really a bad thing, but it does kind of make you feel like a little special. I mean, I get carded at bars almost all the time because people think I'm still a teenager, and that's not the case at all. I'm 26 years old. Um, but you know, I like it because it makes me feel young. I mean, enjoy it while enjoy being young. You know, because life is so short. Uh, like you are still in high school right now?
No, I just graduated.
Oh, you just graduated. You thinking about college?
Um, yeah.
Oh, okay. Do you play any sports, or did you get a scholarship, or are you just applying to schools?
No, I actually wanted to go to a community college and get some like IT certs while I'm doing it. I feel like that would be a more efficient use of my money.
Oh, IT search. So you want to be like into infotech?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Fixing computers. Nice, nice. Uh, yeah, I had a couple of friends that do that. They thought it was pretty cool. Uh, yeah, I went the graphic design route when I completed a 4-year university. Uh, I didn't really land a job in my field, so I kind of wish I had that money back. But uh, I am giving away T-shirts for free, so I'm kind of making some use for it. And I'm doing this tournament now where I'm live streaming it every day, and I'm making all these like stuff in this bracket. So in some case, like I am kind of using my degree to some extent, but I would like to get paid for it. Not that I am. Uh, but I just do it for you guys. It's fun for me to watch you guys play. I'm sure you guys have fun playing, but uh, this it's just it is what it is. It's about 2 a.m. over here, and we're almost. I usually end this thing in about like an hour, and it's almost an hour now. So, yeah. This has been another KF2 episode. With Combat Frogger, who is also a member on Team Cannibalists. If you guys play KF2, you might catch him on pub servers, or even just watch him in the tournament, or if you just know him by playing, Very cool dude. It was nice talking to you, Combat Frogger. Do you have anything else to say before we close up?
Not really. Just thanks for having me on, man.
Yeah, no problem for sure, man. Okay. I'm gonna do my outro now. I'm gonna mute my mic. Hope you guys stay safe. Have an awesome night. This has been Chai Guy, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace out.